Hi guys, I'm Mandalyn Freeland, founder and CEO of Mandalyn Academy. We're a beauty school where we offer aesthetics programs, but we did have a cosmetology program for several years. And I'm here with Toni Jorgensen, who is one of my cosmetology graduates. Welcome, Toni.
Hi, thank you.
Toni, what's in your hair today?
So, in my hair today, it's kind of dirty, but I use this product to make it even more dirty so it would puff up a little bit. And it's actually called Puff.
I love it.
It's a
Okay.
new product that's out. You can only use a little because it does put dirt in your hair. It feels like dirt, but I love it. Puff.
Creative name, Puff.
Yes.
Love it. Before you became a cosmetologist, what is the worst thing you did for your hair?
So I look like a Woody Woodpecker. It was quite a few years ago when the new fashion colors just came out. So of course I wanted to be the guinea pig, and I let somebody probably down the street from my house put it in my hair, and we bleached it, which we ruined it when we bleached it, and then we put a red color in it, and it was a direct dye that would not ever come out. I mean, was stuck with Woody Woodpecker hair for a long
Oh
time.
no.
A long
That's
time.
hilarious. Okay, did you document that with a picture? I hope you
No,
have a picture.
no, I think we did take a picture, but I tore them all up. There's no way
Okay.
I'm going to let anybody see
That's
that.
like an old yearbook picture that's really bad. You scribble it out.
It's gone.
Sorry I brought it up.
No,
Trauma.
it's all right. It is trauma.
Now, you came to school at Mandolin when you were how old?
I was, let's see, I was 60.
60. Okay,
Yeah,
so one, it's never too late, right?
right. Never too
But
late.
tell us about that journey because that wasn't your first time attending cosmetology school.
Right. So that's when I had the Woody Woodpecker hair, was the first time that I attended cosmetology school in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. I had just had my kids, and I figured that's what I wanted to do, was open a salon in my home like a lot of people do. I went through school, but I ended up not taking the exam, which was a huge mistake. I mean, so years later, when I sold my restaurant, which is another story, I decided that that would be a great retirement gig. And then your school was right next door to my restaurant, and you graciously let me come into the school at 60.
That's how we became friends.
Yeah.
She had the best barbecue restaurant in the world, and it happened to be next door to Mandalyn Academy. And she kept saying, I'm going to come back to school one day. And I'm like, yeah, right. And then you came.
I came back.
You
Yep.
did.
And I enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I'm
Yep.
so glad. I'm so glad it's led you here.
It led me here to my retirement gig in a senior center. I mean,
That's
what more
amazing.
can you ask for? I fit right in, and the people are awesome. We have a great time. And I don't feel like I'm in, competition with the younger crowd, because I have my crowd, I have my peeps right here. So
That's
it's worked
great.
out. But we do have younger people working here and coming in. So it works out.
Definitely. Lesson learned, girls. If you go through school, take your exams, get your license, because then all you have to do is renew it every other year. You don't have to worry about retesting or anything like that in the future or going back to school. But I'm glad you did.
It's worth the $65 every 2 years to remember to renew your license. That is the biggest thing. I agree with you 100%.
Definitely. I'm going to ask you about box dyes because I have heard this. I mean, obviously, I was not a cosmetologist, but when we opened the hair school, I know that was a big thing,
Yeah.
right? Like instructors talked about do not ever use box dye. Color corrections are a nightmare on that. What is your take on that?
Box dye. I have it happen to me a lot, especially with black, because black is usually in. A lot of people like to use it, and they go straight to the box dye. And then they don't tell you about it. And to do a color correction on that is going to be a lot of money and a lot of time, I feel. It would be better, and I don't even want to say this, but it would be better to go to Sally's and get a black color than go to the grocery store and get a box dye.
So if you're going to do it yourself, use a professional color at least, right?
At least try it with the professional color, and then we can correct it from there. With box dye, you have to remove the color. It's a big, long process, like I said, and your hair is going to be a total disaster.
Take it from Toni.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. What do you see happening out there in the industry that you disagree with?
The blonde, being able to take somebody with Asian hair or any kind of dark hair to a platinum blonde in a matter of hours.
You mean they can't do it in a couple of hours?
No, I mean, I guess you can do it. I've seen it done, but it's done multiple times in one day. And you'll be lucky if your hair is not all in the sink by the time you leave. So if you do want to go blonde, there's nothing wrong with that. You can get to a blonder color, like a copper, or, not a platinum, but we could also do it several times. I do that all the time. And you're not going to go out here looking like an orange. I mean, we'll fix it to where it looks presentable, and then you'll come back and you'll get it done the right way.
Okay, so safe to go blonde just
Yep.
in a few visits, not one visit.
Yes. And I feel that 90% of the hairdressers out there, like when I went to the hair show last year, there's a place called True Education, and they really educate you on how to do that. And if you want to go to a blonde, it's steps. Like if you're going to work out, it takes time to get to where your goal is. And I feel we can do that with hair.
Love it. How does it feel to be retired? What does that look like?
I wish I could say I was retired.
You're not fully retired.
No, but
obviously.
This is a great retirement job. Yeah, it feels great. I make my own hours. I work 3 days a week. I work about 6 to 8 hours in those 3 days, but then I have 4 days off. I mean, it's amazing. What more can you ask for?
We talk about this all the time in our industry. It's like you can be your own boss, have flexible hours. I love that you feel retired, but then you're like, this is my dream retirement job. Okay, like what other industry offers that opportunity, right? I love that. Good job, girl. You've done amazing things.
Thanks.
Toni, thank you so much for joining us today. I know we pulled you out of retirement today. It's your day off, and here you are spending time with me. I love my graduates and my students. Seriously, every day I feel like I have the dream job in helping make a big difference in the lives of my students and graduates. And I am so grateful that you are doing what you came to do and you were willing to share with us. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you stay tuned for our next alumni visit.